I
Hey,
I have a listing appointment today, and so I was busy tied up doing that. But we're just coming off of a holiday. We had Memorial Day yesterday here in the
yeah,
States. So today's just busy day, just everybody getting back into work mode. And now, so I was doing that, and then the kids are home from school for summer break now. So just a
right.
lot of moving parts. And then it's my middle daughter's birthday today, Bray.
Yeah,
So So she wanted to go to the store and pick out something. And so Kelly took her there. So just just a lot of moving parts with everything
yeah,
um, and then like I had a couple listing appointments yesterday and one guy texted me this morning and oh, we're gonna wait till next spring and which is cool, but I wanted to find out more information on that of what they were thinking and what the conversation
right.
was. And so that distracted me. And then, like I said, I'm having that listing appointment. So I'm getting all my documents together for that. So, you know, and we had a new investment property go live last week. And so I'm trying to get that
Okay.
going. So people are inquiring about that. So, I mean, it's all great problems. It's just, again, it's time management on it all, right?
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's it,
Yeah,
man.
that's cool. And happy birthday to Bray when you see her
Will
next.
do, man. Will do.
Nice.
Thanks, man.
How old is she?
But what's happening with you?
No, I'm busy with this event coming up. We have an event coming up for Agent Attraction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so
So
exciting.
yeah, I had a an ad campaign on Facebook go live about that. And it actually did okay. I'm surprised. I shouldn't be because I ran a whole business around Facebook ads, but um, yeah, it went well, and I got a bunch of agents going, so that's cool.
Nice. That's
It's
awesome.
given me ideas for the future, So
Yep. Now, when you do that Facebook ad, that's a paid ad you put together?
yeah,
Good.
yeah. So yeah, I didn't put a bunch of money into it. I got like leads at around €8 per lead.
That's
I only
good.
had it running for like I don't even know it was a full week. Um, but yeah, from there I know I've got like two, possibly three confirmed going to that event. So that's I don't know,
Good.
it's interesting. It's interesting. We'll see what the conversion is once we get there. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, they seem like good agents, apart from one that had no experience. The rest of them have like 10, 12, 15 years experience. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and you said like for everybody in the organization, you've got like somewhere nine to 10 different agents coming or something, right?
Yeah, so I got like three, possibly four. And then one of my other agents has got like three more. Jose's bringing one. Mercedes is bringing another. Um, Inma's not even going, but she's invited one.
Good.
So yeah, there's a whole bunch of really cool, really cool. I'm excited to see how that goes.
Well, and that's exciting. And yeah, and it's build off that momentum, just like we were saying with EXPCon Barcelona. I know you've been wanting to host local events. And
Yeah,
so a lot of people that do events here, they'll do a big event so that way it brings the purpose, for everybody around. And then you could do like a breakout session afterwards and then say, hey, we're going to talk about EXP or leveraging your business
right,
and, see if it aligns. And then that way, out of the 50 out of 10, your first event, maybe five come to the second event or something, and
right.
just keep building that momentum. So yeah, different options on that, but that's exciting. What time is that on Thursday?
So for us, it's at 7 p.m. and then you get like a dinner included as well afterwards. So
Nice.
yeah.
Is it pretty local to you then? I can't remember the distance.
Alicante City is like 30 minutes north from
Oh
me,
yeah,
so it's pretty close. It's all
not
right.
bad at all. And
Yeah.
who put this on?
EXP.
Oh,
Yeah. So they're calling it EXP Go. It's like mini events that they're doing all around the country, and the sole purpose is um to explain the model. But
love it.
what they're trying to do is the agents that are invited to go already know about EXP. This is just like to
That's right.
yeah. Yeah, it's not like a Discover EXP event. It's more like a come and meet the agents and the director, have your questions answered, and let's get you on board kind of thing. So it's cool.
Yeah, super cool. I love the
Yeah.
idea behind it too. So,
Yeah.
and who do you know the person directly leading it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's actually the country leader and the what would you call him? He's like the growth development manager here in Spain for EXP.
Yeah.
They're kind of like doing it, but because this one is local to Alicante, they're getting a lot of help from Maria Jesus, one of my agents, because she's
Yeah.
in Alicante. She actually helped set up where the event is and what they're going to do and talk about, and she helped organize the whole thing. So yeah,
Nice. Yeah, Maria's been doing a lot, you know. I'm so excited that she's kind of breaking out of her shell of the champions group too, you know,
yeah,
whether it's
100%.
production and growth and now assisting, you know, with stuff like this, that's huge.
100%. Yeah, yeah. No, she's doing really, really well, and she's going to be huge within
Yeah.
EXP. I'm starting to see more and more of it now. Um, agents, agents breaking off a little bit and doing their own thing. We have another agent that's currently in the process of joining. She filled out the join app yesterday. Um, under Inma, one of my other agents.
I
She's
know.
not even
Yeah.
my direct agent. She's like my level two agent. Yeah, but she's excited about bringing on a bunch as well. Not necessarily thinking about money and passive income and all that. She literally has so much work that she wants to bring agents on board to refer them more work.
That's
And I thought
beautiful.
that's a really nice way to see it and think about it. Um, it's just agents looking for more agents to collaborate, help each other, and that's what it is. That's what she
Yeah.
needs. She's not here to be a mentor and teach people and whatever, which she will, but that's not like the main goal. And I think that's what scares a lot of people as well. When I talk to them about EXP, and you can build out your own organization and stuff like, oh no, no, that's not for me. I don't do leading. I'm not like a team leader, blah blah blah, all the rest of it. Like, yeah, you don't need to. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'll
Yeah.
do that for you.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and I think that's huge because that's exactly it. And it goes like back to that 80/20. That 80% people that get into real estate, they just want to sell homes.
Yeah.
And
100%.
they don't want that, whether it's pressure, whether it's opportunity, whether it's a responsibility,
Yeah,
however you want to look at it, maybe they just don't want it, and that's okay. But I love that mindset, just to, you know, help them get more referrals. She's got too much work. Great
exactly.
problem to have.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
is.
so yeah, and that's in it in itself. That's exactly where I would love to take it. So I could just refer all my business coming in, and then that way I could focus on development and, you know, helping people come on board and all that stuff too, and then just build everybody to be stronger.
Yeah, that's it. It's taking it from being an agent to becoming a broker if that's what you decide to do, but without just like without the hassle, to be fair, to be honest. It's doing the same job as a broker, but with like 80% less time
Yeah,
invested in having
yeah,
to do the broker's work. Um, which I'll be fair, there's people that do put a lot of work into it, but there's some that aren't. You're not
yeah.
obligated to do that. But yeah, you don't need to worry about like contracts and human resources and
No, well, and
stuff.
it's that leverage side that you could leverage that stuff, and so that way you can work on other stuff. So depending on that work ethic,
Yeah,
hey, you leverage the contracts, you leverage the HR, you leverage the problems, and then
exactly.
hey, cool, I could help them grow, or I could help them get better,
Yeah,
understand more, whatever. Yeah, whatever that path goes, and then that's on you to say, hey, I want to feed into them more.
right,
Cool.
right.
Super exciting, man. No, that's a great news with that event on Thursday, and I'm
It's cool.
excited. I wish I could be there. That'd be great.
I know. No, I do. I look forward to that one. It's and then again, it's always great to see people in person, connect and network a little bit more. And that's
Yeah.
not the goal of this event, but it's always nice to do it anyway. Um,
Well, but showing that camaraderie is huge.
I think so.
So, I mean, you are still networking, but you're also being respectful to say, hey, you know, this other gentleman brought this agent over. Cool. Well, welcome, you know. Um, and that's huge. We want everybody to be part of the team, be part of the family. And so let them see that. And yeah, for you directly, 3 to 4 agents that know you directly, great. 9 in the organization, huge. That's awesome. And then it's just introducing those guys and gals to everybody else.
That's it. Yeah, yeah. That's all it is. And the cool thing is, it's not um we're so passionate about it, me and the other agents within the organization that have invited others because we're doing the work and we see that it's working and it's helping
Mhm.
us. So it's just that passion being transferred to other people. It's not trying to bring people on board for the sake of bringing people on board and having more
Hmm.
numbers. It's actually
Right.
like know this girl in real estate. She's been doing it for like 10 years. She's not happy where she is, and I know that she'll do really well here. How can we like what do I do to get her on board kind of thing? And that's what this event's
Right.
for. That's what I really like about it all. Within this organization, we don't have people that are just looking to make money and only thinking about themselves. It's completely out of pure passion and just contribution, helping others, bringing them on, win-win for everyone, win-win, win-win-win. So yeah, that's cool. I don't know. It's one of those things that I love to see it. I love to see it because I've done it since day one, but now seeing my agents starting to do it as well, it's just really cool to see. It's really nice. It's a nice feeling.
Well, you're building a lot of great things, and
Yeah.
that's it. We knew it would take some time, and
Yep.
here it starts. And yeah, again, it's leveraging these events to help the rest of the organization to become bigger and better as well. So keep it
Exactly.
up and focus too. What else do you plan to take away from the event
Um,
personally?
Personally, I plan to take away, I don't know if I told you about this. I plan to take away ideas on how to do my own events.
Hmm.
So I want to see what they do, and then I
Yeah,
want to copy them, just do it on
yeah.
my own, like somewhere else, because I know of certain areas that I want to build up teams in because there are few agents in that areas, and I know they're the gold mines. They got a lot of movement in the real estate market, really nice areas, but we don't have any agents there. So I want to replicate what EXP does with these little model explained events, and then do them with me and my organization
Hmm.
in other towns and cities. So yeah, that's what I'm going for. I've already planted the seed in one of my agents who I want to have help me do it all. And he's open to it. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know where to start with events, so this will be a good opportunity to see how they do it, how to run it. Like if I need a mic, if I need big presentation board, if I can just do it like with a whiteboard and a pen or old school or yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. So
Yeah. Well,
that's
the,
take away.
the the idea with that, and I mean, I've done events, obviously, so that's where leverage me, man. Um,
Yeah, no, I definitely thought about
you the first thing is to have some topics,
it. Yes.
and depending on the topics, and then how many events you want to do in a year.
Right.
Those are your first 2 steps. So, I mean, and when you're coming from contribution, what does it look like? Is that event about how to sell more homes, how to get more leads, how to work AI in it. What does that totally look like? And you want to see how that works for your client or for your agents as a whole, and that's all within your area. They come, and then it's that presentation. All right, cool. Here's the topic. You don't want the same event every time. So
Right.
maybe one event you do a whiteboard. One event you've got a video screen. Another event it's just people talking.
Yes.
Another event is a panel format.
Right.
So so looking at that, that's where do you have some topics in mind that you're thinking about?
Yeah, so my thinking was, depending on where I do the event, have one of my agents there locally speak about something that they're really good at because everyone's got their own little thing. So like one
Hmm.
guy will talk about how to work, I don't know, like referrals specifically because he's extremely good at that. And then somebody else can maybe talk about digital marketing in another city or town, and then someone else could talk about um like work in their neighborhood at a local level and marketing that they do and sponsoring like sports teams and stuff like that, which she's really good at. So yeah, that my thinking was have the agent do the topic because they're really good at it, and then the agents that join, if any agents join, will go under that agent. I want them to benefit from their work at the event, but I set it up,
Sure,
if that makes
sure.
sense. Yeah, and then
So, you know,
yeah,
on the events, always just come from that contribution piece. Not that you wouldn't, but come from
yeah,
that and just focus on, yeah, helping one agent. That's all you got to do.
that's it.
And and whether they stay where they're at or they come over, that's okay. They do whatever, but
Yeah,
that's the goal of events. You just want to be able to help agents and do
that's
it on
it.
a broader scale with with those topics like you're saying. So I mean, you've got somebody who sponsors sports teams, you said?
Yeah, so one of my agents is really good at marketing on like a local level, not digitally, but
Okay.
uh, just getting her name out there in her local neighborhood, in her area. Like she'll do like raffles at restaurants, like to win a free
Hmm.
meal at this, luxury dining wine restaurant on the beach.
Yep.
Um, in fact, in a restaurant recently, she posted that she has like the paper placemats at these restaurants
Yeah.
are hers, like with her logo and her,
Nice.
all over. Yeah, it's really cool. And then yeah, I think she like sponsored I can't remember if it was like a swimming club or something, and everyone had like t-shirts that she made for the team and things like that. Local magazine, she's in there too, and she's really, really good at that kind of work. Everywhere people go in that area, they just see her. She's like in taxi ads, things like that. Extremely, extremely good. And I think that's really important because a lot of people, when they think of marketing, getting into marketing, what to do, they just automatically go digital and like social media. That's
Yeah.
like
Sure.
their first thing is like, oh, social media. I'm going to post on Facebook, and my sister-in-law is going to like it. Like that's pretty much it. So I think her specifically that would be an extremely valuable topic from her. If I was to give
Right.
that training or that event, probably wouldn't be as good because I'm not as good at it as she is.
Well,
So that's
100%. It's not the Ian show. That
exactly, exactly,
and that's exactly what you know it's not that you're here to talk about that topic. You're getting the experts to talk about that topic. You're just
exactly.
hosting it and putting
Yeah,
it on.
that's it.
Which in essence you get zero credit, you get zero wins, you get nothing.
I'm cool
um
with that. That's absolutely fine.
Right. And I am cool too when I do my events because I'm putting those people on that pedestal that they deserve to be on. And so that's it. And every once in a while you'll get somebody that knows about events and they're like, "Hey, let's give it up for Jason, for
All right.
putting this together." And I'm like, I don't need anything. I enjoy doing that.
Yeah.
Um, and that's the exciting part of it. But yeah, so I mean, even with her local marketing, and then what were the other two you mentioned?
So, referrals,
Okay.
working referrals or working your sphere of influence. That
Okay.
would be a big one. Um, Digital marketing, although I could probably do that one as well.
Yeah.
Maybe specifically like social media stuff, like short form videos on social media. I got a couple of agents that are really good at that.
Yep.
Yeah.
What about you have a couple agents that do the short form social media?
Yeah.
What about running like a panel on that then?
Yeah. We could. One of them's in Portugal, so it might be a little difficult,
Oh,
but yeah.
well,
Yeah.
but I mean you get who's local, who you can, but then even think with you, have somebody else host it
Right.
and you're a panelist.
Yes. Yeah, we could do that.
So it's kind of flip the script on that.
Yeah,
And then you could have some of the questions in line, and of course you share the questions with everybody on there so they're aware.
of course.
Um, but I mean, so a lot of it, I mean, you're looking at marketing, you got digital marketing, local marketing, and then referrals. I'm just trying to think like how to tie it in because you could do that's just one event right there.
Right.
You're having three different speakers. And
Yeah.
and to look at Brent Gove when he does his, some of them he's got two speakers, some of them he's got 20 speakers.
Yeah.
It's just dependent on what you want to do and how long you want to do it. And that's the other thing. Plus you've got your intro, plus you've got your conclusion, plus you got your in betweens to talk. And the best advice is to just go do it just like everything else. And
That's it. Yeah.
you constantly tweak.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's funny because I just uploaded a video today to social media. Um, I just got back from taking my son to tennis, and whilst he was training, I went for a run, and it was like hill sprints. So there was like a really
Mhm.
600-meter hill. Um, and I would sprint up it with the dog, and I would walk back and then sprint up again. Just I did it like
Wow.
I'd never done that before, and I recorded a video about it, and I said at the end of the video, when you're getting into something new, like whether it's in your business or your life or whatever, like hill sprints or events or whatever it is,
Yeah.
um, don't overthink about it, the quality of how you're doing it. Just get it done. First, get the habit of actually doing it and then perfect it as you go along, kind of thing. So that's exactly what you just
Yeah.
said right now. And I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it is, man. You've got to, and that's it. Because otherwise, you'll just sit through. And I mean, I know me and you talked about events last fall.
Oh yeah.
Um, and I don't want you to hold off on it any further.
Yeah.
Get the ideas from Thursday, and set a date. Set a date immediately, and give yourself 45 days.
Yeah, I was looking to do it before 45 days. I
Then
was
go.
looking, yeah, I was looking at the possibly the 27th of June, but it's kind of annoying because that's like the day after we get back from EXP so I might leave it to the 30th, which is a Monday. But
Yeah,
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 I wanted to
but
do it in,
think
or
your local agents. Your local agents aren't going to EXPCon.
the one guy that I wanted with that specific event is the one that's coming with me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that yeah, but he's the one I'm most excited about, and I think we can make it work with very little time and just make it like a small local event, nothing crazy. Don't go overboard with the marketing. I don't think we need to. I really don't think we need to. I think we can.
No, and again, you'll build as you go. And I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
I did mine on Canva, had the flyers on there. And then I we have Eventbrite, which is
yes,
like yeah, you put your event free on there and you could charge, you could not charge. And I would say, hey, free event.
yeah, I
Um,
would.
and I think there says a lot as you begin to charge for it though too, because then people have stake in the game. Hey, I paid
Oh
I paid
yeah,
20 euros for it or whatever it was,
oh yeah.
10,
I'd love to
10
build that.
bucks, whatever. They've got stake in the game to show up versus free. It's
Mhm.
okay to start free, but have that on that mind. Hey, how does that look to transition? And knowing you, I know you'll be able to escalate and get better. Like I said, just try to do one or two a year. Keep it simple.
Yeah,
Two is probably good, for the first year or two. If you do one now in June, I would try to do another one by the end of the year. That way you
yeah,
just start gaining momentum.
yeah. I was thinking like October, November time for another one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because and like what I did with October, November events here, I had an event called Momentum.
Hmm.
And it was going, how do you build momentum into the new year? What are you doing today to reap results in January and February? Are
Right.
you are you diving deep? So now it was a motivational event
Yeah.
for people that want to come and say, man, I need to understand better systems. I need to push myself right now, even though it's holidays and nobody's out. You gotta rise up, get to that next level. And of course, you being that coach and mentor, you would do that. You would motivate people too and
Yeah,
inspire them. I
yeah,
know
yeah.
you would.
And getting into like events that people need to pay for to get in. I know that the quality of those events will skyrocket because, I wouldn't just be charging people for the sake of charging people and having them, have skin in the game. They're more committed if they pay for it, but it would be worth it. That's the kind of thing.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the same as my small free events. I would really do something cool to stand out and
Yeah.
make it
Well,
worth it.
you even got to look at your events because even though they're free, it costs you money and time.
Exactly. Exactly.
So so that's where, with all the events that I've put on, I've about broke even on it.
Right.
Now I did hire an assistant to work on that, and that actually put me in the negative quite a bit just from that. But it was a piece that I wanted. I had to try it, but I think there's different ways around that to get that help that you
Hmm.
need. And I just was kind of blind. So when you hit that milestone, we'll have another conversation of what that looks like,
Sweet.
just to help you better, because you can't do it by yourself. That's the other thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That was
You
my
have to you have to have a team of at least three people. You plus two others is my two
right.
cents.
Right. Right.
And
That's
that way you
good. Oh,
that way you divide and conquer. And then that's a whole nother spectrum. And that's something that I lack here because it's like, man, how can I build that, and how can I trust somebody to get the work done or promote it how I'm going to promote it?
yeah.
Um, it takes a lot of training,
Yeah.
but you
Exactly.
have to have somebody who's going to be super passionate about the events just as much as you are.
Yeah.
And like here in the United States, obviously we have title companies and lenders and home inspection companies that have help with as sponsorship, which is great because that helps with that cost.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
But then on the other hand, that's it. They're only helping with cost. They're not helping with, oh, hey, let me tell and promote the product, which
Exactly.
is
Exactly.
fine. I get it. That's not their job. It's not their event, but that's where we need help, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely. No, that's
So,
interesting. Getting someone
so
to sponsor your event too. Yeah.
yeah, and so I mean, even as you talk to other people or have them as part of the event, and especially if they're in the champions organization, say, hey, is this something you would want to get into?
Hmm.
Because then you have now have that running buddy to say, all right, I'm putting an event team together,
Yeah.
and all right, and we could do this, Zoom calls, whatever, and
Exactly. Yeah.
let's brainstorm, let's get in the war room, let's figure out topics for next year. And so
Hmm.
that way, come August, September of 25, you're planning 26 events, 2026 events is what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
And boom, you take it off. And so now you're ahead of it, and all right, cool. We're picking May 1st and September 2nd are two dates
Yeah.
of the year of 26. Boom. Now you have that. And it just starts snowballing. And dude, I tell you, with events, I loved it. I loved planning them because it was that long-term vision
Yeah.
to say, gosh, we're not even done with this year. And I've already got three or four or five or six events planned next year, you
Right.
know?
Right.
And it's so fun. It's so exciting. So yeah, get that team around you though. Look for
Yeah.
that.
Definitely. Definitely. And it's really interesting because it excites me because it's like a new stage of my career that's coming into play now. So it's like first started, I was completely new at real estate and I was terrified and I had no idea how to do anything. And I remember trying to latch on to other agents to get them to teach me and stuff. And one guy did, he helped, and that was really helpful. And I remember trying to do things solo and I couldn't, and I'd get scared and I'd call them up. I'm like, I need help. I don't know what this means. Like, what's this thing that's happening now? And he would help along. And then I did go solo, and that was okay. And then I joined EXP, and well, I've been there for 4 years now, and it's I now have the organization, and I'm now teaching others that were in that exact position I was in back in 2019. And now it's becoming like starting to do events and stuff. It's like just slowly I'm leveling up. Nothing crazy, not too fast either, which I'm extremely happy about because I'd be terrified. I really wouldn't know what I was doing. It's a nice pace that I think I'm going at over these past 4 years. And it's just
Mhm.
really, really interesting to see because every single year has been totally different. And it excites me to see what's going to happen over the next half of this year and what's going to come into, the year after and what's going to change. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. Like, I know what I want, but I don't know how it's going to happen and what's going on and the opportunities that are going to arise before me and stuff and my agents. So that's it's exciting times. It's exciting to see this talking about like doing events and hosting things and like what? I would never have imagined that 4 years ago. It's crazy.
Well, and you're an introvert style too, that you don't like to be on stage.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, put me in front of a camera and I'm fine, but put me on stage and I'll probably piss my pants. We'll see. Yeah.
I can't
Don't
wait
sit
for
in
the
the
day.
front row.
Umbrella. I'll have my umbrella here.
Yeah, yeah.
Just make sure you wear black.
Yeah, well,
That
yeah, the lights will give me away, but yeah. I won't wear my kilt. Uh,
awesome. Yeah. But seriously, to keep challenging yourself, and like you said, your growth is going at a level that's what you're liking, and that's good. And keep pushing yourself because I know, like I said, hey, push yourself for those events. It's gonna take some momentum. And even if you do the first one yourself, that's cool. Even if you do the second one yourself, that's cool.
yeah,
But to keep consistent with it, it's gonna need to grow bigger.
yeah.
And so that's exactly where I'm at. And that's really why I've stopped it this year. I had some other things going on with EXP as far as that growth. So I had to shuffle a little bit. So the events had to kind of take a back seat, but if I had people that were interested in doing it, I'd be all back on board with them,
Oh
you
yeah.
know? And that's the biggest thing. So, maybe I just put that out there a little bit more. I don't, as I really haven't. And
Yeah,
maybe somebody will bite, whether they're
you never
with
know.
the company now or not.
Yeah, yeah, you never know. You never know where
Yeah.
that next opportunity could come from. So,
Mm-hmm.
oh, cool. Cool, man.
Awesome.
Well, um, this has been a cool episode. Again,
Nice.
something that I particularly planned, but I'm happy that we discussed this because I was needing to discuss. As you said, well, I've been talking about doing events for like 2 years now, and and it's got to that point where it's like, okay, it's June. You're doing it in June.
Yeah.
Weather and that has crept up fast. So, and I'm still planning on doing that. So, yeah, I really, really want to get it done, and we'll see. But I'll let you know how Thursday goes. The EXP event, the little EXP event, and the ideas that I take from that. And yeah, I'll let you know. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see some nice growth out of it, all in all.
Yeah.
So
It should be. It's super smart agenda. And I mean, it's just getting people informed. And if people want to make more money doing the same thing they're doing, they should attend this event with you. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
yeah,
And if
yeah,
not, just to be curious about it, to say, you know, gosh, I'm doing well in real estate, but what if I could partner with a guy like Ian who would, while I do production, he would help me on the growth side and take care of 95% of all what that looks like.
exactly.
So why not explore it and see, so that way you can envision 5 years from now and say, hey, where will I be? And what
Exactly.
does that look like if I continue production and yet a business partner does growth?
Does growth for you. Yeah.
Right.
What
It's
I'm here for.
Yeah, I know you are, man. So it's gonna be awesome. I look forward to the pictures, the videos, and
Yeah.
anything we could see, man. Maybe if you have time, maybe we should do a live, like either a Facebook live together or a Zoom live or something. I don't know.
Maybe that would be interesting to see. Maybe not in
Yeah,
this one because I don't know what I'm doing, but definitely something to take into account for the next one.
do it
Yeah,
now. Stumble through it.
yeah, I could do. Yeah, that's a good idea. Stumble through it. I probably
Why
will.
wait
Yeah,
for tomorrow when you have today?
yeah, yeah, exactly. That's a good point. Stumble through it. Yeah, reeled me right back in with that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I delve into that.